What it do, what it do? Welcome to With That Being Said show, a hip hop show that gives you points for your hot take. First things first is, I'm your boy, I'm your host, Bougie Brother Sean. Make sure y'all click and subscribe to the channel and press like on the video. I got three good peoples on the panel today. Got my homegirl, Press Play Jones. I got the legendary Chris Dog, and I got Andre 4K _ Before we get into anything, let's go ahead and get started with the first question. Lil Wayne dropped his 13th studio album called Funeral. Now, my question is to you, Jones. Where does Funeral rank in Lil Wayne's discography?
Funeral actually is a dope album, went #1. I'm not gonna say that it's in his top 3, 4, 5 albums that he's put out, but amongst this generation's music that's been put out, it is one of the dopest albums put out this year. So I'm not gonna put it in the top 5 of his things, but I'm definitely say it's ranked top 10.
Okay, 4K. Is this Funeral ranked in maybe the top 5, or is it still top 7? I mean, top 10, let's say. Top 10 of Lil Wayne's best albums in his discography.
I definitely say top 10 of his discography. I mean, the Carter series alone, for me, 1, 2, and 3, I think would set them apart. But this comes in, I ranked it at number 6 on the list as far as what I like from Wayne and just what he's put out and consistently that we consider his albums. So I just think that he definitely knows how to put together a body of work that really can last the test of time.
Right.
I think these are 24 records that you can put on the playlist and be happy that anytime any one of these records come up, you know you're going to really enjoy that record. Like he put his all into this one. It was good to hear him come back.
Definitely. What about you, Chris Dog? What are you feeling about this Lil Wayne album, man? Where does it rank in best Lil Wayne albums?
Listen, I'm here for good music, and it's an excellent album. It's at the beginning of the year. It's gonna hold tight the entire year. As far as what my competitor said, I semi-agree, but at the end of the day, it's a top 5 album for him. It's 13 albums that he put out, and that's not including mixtapes. If we included mixtapes, I would put all of them as #1, but that's not the case here. So I'm gonna still go with Carter 1, 2, and 3. 500 Degrees, and I'm gonna put that boy right there, that Funeral right in place where it belongs in that top 5 discography. His tenure has been epic. He's a trendsetter, and the music speaks for itself. It's a top 5 album, no doubt about it.
Okay, real quick, Press Play Jones. What was your top 3 Wayne albums?
Top 3, I mean, I'm gonna tell you my top 1, the Carter. So but no, I do want to say one thing about this album. Like, the lyrical content is a killer. Like, that Mahogany record goes hard. And as far as there being hits on this album, I haven't heard any hits. And the previous albums he's put out has hits. So that's why I don't put it in the top 5.
What about you, 4K? What was your top 5? I know you said 1, 2, and 3 Carter was. So what was the last 2 in your top 5?
Last 2 was Like Father, Like Son. If we're considering that his album,
okay,
I put Like Father, Like Son, and from a nostalgic standpoint, so I put that was my number 5, and then I put this one at number 6.
Nice.
This album to me though, it's not a press play and listen to it album. This is you put it on in the mixtape. Like, this 24 hard. It's hard to listen to Wayne 24 records straight.
Right. Well, actually, I'm gonna have to give this point to Chris Dog. He hit it on the nail. I personally feel like Carter 3, Carter 2, and Carter 3, Carter 1, Carter 2. But this is definitely above Carter 2 for me. So I'm gonna put Carter 3, Carter 1, and then Funeral. This Funeral album has hits on hits on hits. It does take some time for you to get it because it's 24 tracks, but I'd say give it 6 listens. After the 6th listen, while you're on the road, you'll definitely understand why he put the 24 tracks on there and why there's at least 10 hits on here if you actually pay a little bit of attention to it. Next question, we're gonna go into the Drinks Champs interview with Lil Wayne. Now, in this particular Drinks Champ interview, he said that he really doesn't pay attention to a lot of these new artists, and he don't really know what's going on in the hip hop game. Hence, Mac Man kind of gets all the features and stuff for him. My question is to you, 4K. Is this a thing that's going to help, or does this hurt Lil Wayne that he's so disconnected with the new age and new generation artists?
This is his 5th #1 album, so I don't think he disconnected at all. He proved that he can still come out and give you, like you said, it's hits on the record. So he proved that he can do it without knowing what's going on in hip hop. If he got the right people around to put the right features in place, and he can do what Wayne can do on a record, we seen that it still works. So he's good.
Okay, Chris Dog, is this gonna hurt or help him that he's so disconnected?
The fact is that this gives him an enormous edge in the game, and when it comes to hip hop, I mean, at this point in time, let's be honest, he kind of is he embodies what hip hop is. So, like I said before, he's a trendsetter. His music is what other people want to breathe off of. He doesn't need to breathe off anyone because he makes the path for himself. So there's no need. All it does is give him an edge. It puts him in a place of thinking to where he doesn't have to even attempt to be competitive with nobody because he feels like he's #1, and at this time he is.
Okay, Jones, is this giving him the leg up on the game?
Well, let's first say this. Wayne's been in the game over 20 years. Most of these new rappers are just Lil Waynes. So what does he have to focus? Well, why does he have to focus on the new music when they all little hymns? So
That's little.
I'm just saying, and we all know that he's a creative genius, and he is a trendsetter, like my competitor says. So I don't see him being disconnected as being a downfall to his career, because obviously he went #1, and it makes no sense. Sometimes I do hear that artists don't listen to what's out, because when you do, it makes their music sound like other people's music. So maybe it's a good thing that he's not focused on what's going on in today's music world.
Jones, I don't think you could have said it any better. Once he walks outside, all he sees is a bunch of little hymns. So when you're listening to the music, he's just literally listening to a replication of himself. So you definitely get that point on there. I totally agree with that. Wayne doesn't have to listen to anybody's music. He has so much music to listen to about himself. The only thing he really has to do, to your point, is ask Mac Main, hey, who's hot right now? Find somebody to put on the CD for me. So yeah, definitely kudos to you for that point. Let's hit the next one real quick. Now, we still are in this Lil Wayne theme. At the beginning, he had another interview with Zane Lowe. And in this interview with Zane Lowe, he says that he got about maybe 20 albums in the pocket right now that he's ready to push out whenever time due. So my question is to you, Chris Dog. Will we see 20 albums come from Wayne before the end of his career? And before the end of his career, I mean before he's off this earth.
First of all, I want to make sure the question states that it's actually going to be in his discography, not just mixtapes. Because if it comes down to actual studio albums, I'm not sure if he'll reach that, because like I said, we're at 13 right now, and all I can see is him just, falling in place and doing as he's been doing and putting out albums, when he pop in maybe 3 years in a row and then sitting down for a little while. So 20 is a stretch for me. I can definitely see 10, but I'm not mad at him because the man said he got music for years and years to come. So I don't ever want to speak about the rappers passing, but if it comes to it, I'm sure he'll still have music popping. Albums, not so sure about that.
Okay. Press Play Jones. As Wayne fan, do you see maybe 15 more albums coming from Wayne before he calls it quits or leaves this earth?
That's saying a lot, but Wayne is a goat and a unicorn, so it's possible. People are putting out way more music more often now. He could put out an album every 6 months if he wanted to, but do I see 15 more albums? Not really, because one, it's costly. You see how much press run he's doing. He's been on The Masked Singer. He's been on Drink Champs. He's been everywhere promoting this one album, and he's did a hellified job. But do I see him doing that for 15 more albums? No. But, his fans are here for it. regardless if he does it or not.
Okay, all right. And 4K, 15, 20 albums from Wayne. You know, he's only 36, 37.
I mean, if he takes the Gucci Mane approach, like she said, he could drop an album every 6 months. Just what formula does he want to put out there? You know, do I do an album every 2 years? If he does that, no, he's not going to get to 20. But if he can put out small projects, Kanye showed you what you can do with just 7 records. So what are we calling an album? In this new age of digital streaming, you can do anything. You can manipulate the machine how you want to. So it's for him to create this. So I think, yeah, we can get 20. Will we? I doubt it. But I think we can get 20 if he really wants to put it out there, though.
You're absolutely right. 4K, I like the way you put that because, again, he's 37. If he quits at 50, because Jay-Z's 50, that means he'll have 13 albums. And that's no mixtapes, that's no collaborations or anything. So, yes, you are absolutely right. Andre, you get the point for that. He is definitely possible. It is possible that he can put out another 20 projects. Because of his age, because of the time that he's been in. If he drops an album every year until he's 52, he'll have 15 albums. So, you know, I don't see it as a far reach for the best rapper alive. So with that being said, we're going to go and take a quick break, and we'll be right back after these messages.
The Coils by Nature Beard Kit will keep your beard healthy and looking refreshed. First, you want to get your beard nice and clean with the Beard Face Cleanser and Shaving Foam. Next, you're going to want to lock in all that moisturized goodness with the beard butter. You're going to put some of this in your fingers and just rub it into your beard right on top of that moisturizer just to make sure you stay fresh and feel fresh all day. And lastly, you want to give that shine and sheen with the beard oil so your beard can be as fresh and as amazing as you are.
And we are back from our break, and we are going straight into good look, bad look, no look. With this one, and today we are talking about the new actual song from Future and Drake, and this one is called Desire. So this one's gonna go straight to you, Chris Dawg. Now, on the previous episode, we actually talked about Life is Good, and you told me you were kind of indifferent about Drake's verse. So is this new song a good look, bad look, or no look for you?
Every time we have this good look, bad look, no look, I want to give you I want to say yes or no, but it's always coming into no look for me. Okay. I mean, Drake has plenty records out where he's speaking to the women and telling them, you know, I think in this song they talked about the women and how they feel about them and what they want to do with them, the type of woman they want in their life. That's cool. I don't think it's for me. It's not a hit for me. It's not something that just pulls me in, but it sounds like some classic Drake stuff with Future on the feature. I'm okay with it. It's not for me. I'm not necessarily looking forward to this collaboration album, but it's Drake at the end of the day, so we got to talk about him.
Okay, 4K. How you feeling about this Desired cut that may potentially be on the What a Time to Be Alive too?
I mean, it's Drake and Future. You know, it's the two that have reached the pinnacle of their careers, and in pretty much everything they touch is gold. So, I mean, the community is going to eat it up. It's not my favorite record. I'm not a big Drake guy, but at the same time, it's like, hey, whatever he touches is gold, man, and him and Future together, it works. It just works on record, and they make it sound good. So anything that they put out, I think you can't help but say good because everybody's going to listen to it.
Okay, so you're giving it a good look.
Yeah.
Okay, great. And Press Play Jones. How are you feeling about this Desire cut?
I'm going to say it's a great look. I guess being a woman, then I love the record. But both of their vocals on the record sounds amazing. It's giving me vibes from Future's Trophy song. Then Drake is just Drake. He sounds good on everything. So I think this is a great look for them. And women is Drake's demographic. Like, women buy records, so why not push it towards the women?
So I'm not even gonna front to you. I don't know what's gotten into Drake these past few years, but I'm definitely on board. This is a cut of the year. For now, Jones, you definitely get this point. I really like this cut, man. I think just the fact that Future was on there a short bit of time, And then Drake just kind of took over with the hook and everything, man. It was lovely. It couldn't get no better than that, especially with Future on the cut. Kudos to you again, Jones. Next question. We are getting into my man Chance the Rapper. Now, it was just recently said that Chance the Rapper is going to be putting out the show Pump, and he is going to be the host on this show. Now, my question is, Chris Dog, is Chance the Rapper the right person to, I would say, host the new Punk show?
Right, so Punk is coming back out and he was chosen as a host, right? Is that how that goes? Or is he actually the one in the driver's seat pushing the actual show Punk? He don't actually have the rights or anything to the show.
No, he doesn't have
the rights. He just got chosen as a host.
Yes.
Okay, so as far as him being a host, I think he'll be able to do that. He has an appeal to the people. He can he spreads across genres as well as nationality. So people love Chance the Rapper. Obama loves Chance the Rapper. He's a friendly person. He's easy to look at. So Ashton Kutcher is black, Chicago. I'm with it. He has a comedy kind of personality, so he'll be okay. He'll do good. All he has to do is sit in the back and tell people what to do. It'll be okay. It's gonna be funny. I like it. It's a good look.
Okay, Jones, how you feeling about Chance the Rapper on the new Punk shows?
I actually think it could work. I definitely think this could work. Chance the Rapper has a very dry humor, as we saw from the show on Netflix. It's not super silly, but he has very dry humor that I see appealing to that audience for sure.
Okay, and 4K, how are you feeling about Chance the Rapper and his new thing on the scene and being on the scene and doing these shows and stuff? What do you think about Punk?
I mean, he's putting himself out there. He's marketing himself in a big way right now as far as just being a global brand. So for him, this is just big as far as what he's adding to, his legacy of things that he can do, man, and just his range of what he is as an artist. So he's just beyond just giving you rap lyrics, man. He's a businessman as well. So this is just something good that he can add in there, man. And I think there's going to be further film things for him as we seen him just branch out and become more of a media personality as well.
Yeah, I totally agree. For Chance the Rapper, I don't think you can go wrong with this one. Having a show that not only the kids could watch, but a revamp for this new show. He got on from Lil Wayne. Lil Wayne was like one of the first ones to put him on, and now he's went all the way to having friends with people at Netflix. So I definitely give Chris Dog the point for that, because he called out that he actually has Obama in his phone. And who actually has that? Super kudos to the main man, Chance the Rapper, for just being affiliated with everybody and putting out a show that's actually going to be a good show. I can't wait for it to come out, and that's definitely going to be something that I'm going to be watching. You get that, Chris Dog? And let's go ahead and hit that next question up. Now, this one, we're going deep and dark. We're getting into Nicki Minaj. Now, Nicki Minaj just released a new single called Yikes, and she's getting some serious criticism back from some of her bars. The bars that she's getting some flack back were hella bands, pull up, stash up, super facts up, all you bitches Rosa Parks, get your ass up. Now, my question is to you, Press Play Jones. Was the Nicki Minaj Rosa Parks bar fair or foul?
People are so sensitive. The hip hop is hip hop. Anything's fair game. So no, I don't think it was wrong. I don't think she should get any slack for it, and I don't think it's gonna hurt whatever she got going now. So I think hip hop's hip hop, and stop being so dang sensitive.
Stop being so sensitive. Chris Dog, are people being sensitive about this Rosa Parks line that Nicki Minaj decided to put on Yikes?
Listen, the line was fire. The track is fire. We've been giving Nicki a bunch of slack on the past couple months on this show, and I'm here to say that, if she continues to put out songs like this one, I thought she was retired. Listen, if you're not retired, I don't know what you are. Keep on dropping these tracks because, she has something to say. She's spitting bars. All these women pop their head in, and Nicki like, hold up. I still got the throne, low key. So respect her. The lyric was fire. Ain't nobody worried about that. Get your ass up, just like Rosa Parks. She telling you get out the way. Let's go. I like it.
Okay, 4K. How you liking these Rosa Parks bars, man?
I mean, this is Beam Me Up Scotty Nicki. This is the rapper that we love. So, you know, we gotta get better in hip hop. And just far as, I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's a society thing, but I think hip hop is embracing it. I think it's everybody else looking in at it, man. But yo, she has bars. Like, she can rap her ass off. This is Nicki Minaj. So when she does this, she's in her pocket. Good press, any press is good press, so just this is good publicity. I mean, it's just, you're talking about it. And if you're talking about it, you want to go listen to the record, which means stream. So this is just good for her. Anytime you can talk about Nicki Minaj, this is good for her, so she's happy.
Yeah, I definitely understand that. Good. Any press is good press. You know, but the funny part is Press Play Jones said that these people are sensitive. And for Press Play to say that, that lets you know that, you know, there's a lot of tough, there's not a lot of hard shells out here. So Press Play Jones, you definitely get the point for that. Yeah, man, these people need some real tough skin out here if you guys are being too offended about a Rosa Parks bar. I mean, we even had issues with the Rosa Parks bar on the Outkast, and that was back in the day. I just think people kind of need to get over it. It's hip hop, it's just music, freedom of speech. And with that being said, we got one more question. We're gonna go on break real quick. After that, we're gonna finish this off.
Real love got me hooked, your body's calling me. I can feel it in the air, I know you're proud of me. We locked in, baby girl, you hit the lottery. All we got is trust, don't you ever lie to me. Make it last forever, baby, come and ride with me. Vegas for a day, LA Ocean Spray. Steak at Gwen, Cali Bud in the wind. Got me caught up in the moment. Yeah, this is all I ever wanted. So hold me down like
And we are back, and we're back with the last question, and we're getting into Nicki Minaj again. And not only Nicki Minaj, we're getting into Meek Mills. Just recently, they had a beef on Twitter, just going back and forth, talking about each other's family and things that was going on while they were in a relationship. What really got hot was when Meek Mill said that the industry knows that Nicki Minaj is full of hate. So my question is, 4K, is Nicki Minaj creating her own demise?
I think, you know, we are responsible for that. So, but I think Nicki, she gets way too emotional, and I think she got to just get off of Twitter. You know, just live her life, make good music, and just stop all that. But I think she uses that to kind of fuel her career. It's one of the things that it puts that light. Again, good press, bad press. Anything, if you can talk about me, I want it out there. So she's just putting herself out there. We become used to, this is what Nicki Minaj does. You know, we saw the beef with her and Cardi B. It does get physical, it does get real, and that, you know, she really does invoke all of that stuff. But I think she just uses it to put the battery in her back to make good music.
Okay, Press Play Jones. Are we numb to these things that Nicki Minaj is doing, or is this slowly bringing her down to her demise?
I don't think we're numb to it. Well, maybe we are a little numb to it because we used to Nicki's antics. Like, she's a dope rapper, like her dope performer. But still, at the end of the day, we all know that Nicki got a little hate in her blood because she hated on Lil Kim. She hated on Cardi B. I mean, true. So it's not anything new. But we do accept Nicki for who she is. Like, her Barb squad is... like, they go hard for her, so regardless if she's a hater or not, but we know her personality, so this is nothing new to us.
Okay, Chris Dog, how do you feel about what's going on, man? Do you feel like she's gonna dwindle down, or is this just part of how she moves?
Listen, I thought this question was gonna be tough, but since they just left it wide open for me to grab it, I'll take it. The fact is, the woman was in love with this man. I don't care about rap or nothing else. All this stuff, yeah, she hates, yeah, she gets on Twitter, yeah, she talks a lot. But this come down to her hating because she was in love with this man. He was in love with her. They going back on some different level type of stuff. You ever been in love with a woman or a man, vice versa, however you want to do it? This is the type of stuff that's breathing from this type of argument. It's not a regular just coming at you beef. And, you know, the fact that she tried to shine with her new guy and new family, and it's kind of puts her in a bad light because maybe you're not that happy. Maybe you wish you were still with me. I don't know. It could be a lot of things. But at the end of the day, this is a little scoring more than anything, a little woman scoring.
Now, do you think, Chris Dog, that she can kind of distance herself from these type of vibes, antics that she's pulling off?
Why would she? There's no need for her to do that. That's who she is. That's been her entire career. She might well ride it until the wheels fall off. I'm okay with it. So is her squad. She's not lacking anything. I just still need to know whether she's retired or not. I'm still in limbo.
Okay, Press Play Jones. Do you think she can kind of distance herself or kind of change the vibes of what she's kind of bringing out to the industry?
Nicki is Nicki, so that she's gonna be Nicki to the day she died. This is her personality. I don't think anything's gonna switch up, nor do I want anything to switch up. And to address my competitor over here, Chris Dog, I don't think she was in love with Meek Mill. She said stuff about Safari, so it's not about love. I'm gonna tell you that right now. Now she might want her current man finances to be a little bit better, like Meek's, but I don't think it had anything to do with love.
Okay, 4K. Do you think this is her demise, or is this just a scorned woman trying to get her shit off?
I don't know if she's so much scorned. You know what I'm saying? I think that she's not going. Her demise is like Chris Dawg said. Is she gonna be retired or not? But I think that I think that's one of those fluff things that she throws out there. It's just one of those flares, just to kind of see what the climate is. What do people want her? But I think to what Press Play Jones was talking about, I think she will change. And when she's gonna change is when she get pregnant. When Nicki Minaj has a baby, the whole game gonna change. She's gonna become a whole different person. You're gonna see a different Nicki Minaj when she have a kid. Watch.
Yeah, that's a great point. That's a great point. But I'm actually going to have to give this to Chris Dog. And not only am I going to have to give this to Chris Dog, I'm going to have to double down on it and give him the win for this, because he made a great point. Nicki Minaj is a emotional basket case. Like, there is no way that she will ever be anything other than what she is. Even when she has her baby, she's going to have a bulletproof vest on, talking reckless to everybody. That's just who Nicki is, to everybody's point. And Nicki needs attention. If Nicki's not getting her attention, she will find it somewhere. That's honestly most scorned women, and that's how she do. So, super move by Chris Dog, pulling off the comeback win with the scorned woman talk. Man, we might have to talk about that a little later, but go ahead and get your little time to shine and let us know how you feeling.
Hey, subscribe, hit the dang button. With that being said, follow me at Chris Dog. Shout out to Derrick Jones Jr. He showed his ass in the dunk contest last night. If y'all didn't see it, you gotta watch it again. People hated on him, especially the commentary. I wasn't too happy about that, but he was the outright winner. No hate from here.
Hey, no hate from here. And make sure y'all subscribe and like the channel, and we'll see y'all next week.